Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the academic procession, led by the Chancellor's ambassadors carrying the academic gonfalons of each college. Today's commencement party will be led by the City of Chattanooga Pipes and Drums, followed by Mace Bearer Dr. Joni Somparak, the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Chancellor Stephen Angle, and the University of Tennessee System President Dr. Joe DiPietro. And now entering are members of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the class of 2017 graduates.
Please remain standing for the national anthem, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Gerald Ainsworth, Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 249th commencement exercises of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. As indicated in your program, the music for this afternoon is presented by the Chattanooga Brass Ensemble. The first composition you heard this afternoon, Fanfare of the Goffalons, was written by our very own UTC's Dr. Kenyon Wilson, who is also directing our ensemble. Please provide them your appreciation and applause now. For your convenience today, we have closed captioning located above the stage. It's my pleasure now to introduce the individuals joining me on this platform this afternoon who will not be introduced later in the program. I ask that each one stand as I call your name. Dr. Brian Rowland, Vice Chancellor for Development and Alumni Affairs and Executive Director of the UC Foundation. Mr. George Heddleston, Senior Associate Vice Chancellor for Marketing and Communications. Dr. Richard Brown, Executive Vice Chancellor for Finance, Operations, and Information Technology. Dr. Joni Somprock, President of the Faculty Senate. Dr. Dee Dee Anderson, Interim Vice Chancellor of Student Development. Dean Teresa Litka, Dean of the Library. Dr. Linda Frost, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Joanne Romagni, Vice Chancellor for Research and the Dean of the Graduate School, and the deans who celebrated their college's graduation this morning, Dr. Matt Matthews, Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Daniel Pack, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Thank you. It is an honor to celebrate this day with you. A moment ends one period of your lives which propels you into the next. The famous novelist Louis L'Amour once said, "There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning." Nowhere is that more true today than graduation. You have successfully finished your undergraduate work and should be proud of yourselves. It is no small accomplishment, and you should enjoy the feeling. Through determination, hard work, and a desire to learn, you are ready to face whatever comes before you. There are scientific discoveries to be made, patients to be healed, children to teach, technological breakthroughs to develop, and businesses to help succeed. But this is a shared moment and achievement, an effort from you, your family, and your friends. Will all family and friends of the graduates please stand and receive our grateful response and applause? Thank you. Please stand. Also deserving recognition are the faculty members of UTC who are dedicated to cultivating an atmosphere of curiosity and determination and a community in our students. Would members of our distinguished faculty stand and accept an expression of our appreciation? When it comes to the graduates themselves, this year's commencement is a testament to the diversity of UC's graduates and their abilities. One came to us who was an immigrant to the U.S. from Nicaragua at age 10, became a U.S. citizen as a senior in high school, and is graduating with a degree in accounting. There are 13 Brock Scholars and 7 Innovation Scholars from the Honors College. 44 student athletes graduate today. 26 won at least one Southern Conference title in their careers, while 12 made the All-SoCon team. 2 are All-American football players, and 1 is an academic All-American with a 3.63 GPA as an exercise science major. In addition, 27 veterans graduate today. Not only do we congratulate you on earning your degree, we extend our thanks to you for serving our country. We also are grateful to your family members who wait at home. It's always the case. I never get through with that. Now, veterans and those who are veterans, would you please stand, and family members of those also, so we can recognize you. Thank you. Graduates, as you move forward into your next new life, you carry an education that has prepared you for success. Feel pride, honor what you have done, and embrace your future. But understand that learning is a lifelong pursuit, and you should never believe that you know all there is to know. Keep your mind open, and opportunities will open to you. Thank you, and again, congratulations, graduates. It is now my honor to introduce the University of Tennessee System President, Dr. Joe DiPietro, who will bring greetings from the UT system.
Thank you very much, Provost Ainsworth. I almost made you a chancellor. Good afternoon. This is an exciting day, obviously, for not only the class of 2017, but your families and, of course, the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. It's my honor to congratulate you on behalf of the University of Tennessee system. This campus, together with those in Knoxville, Memphis, and Martin that bear the UT name, along with numerous institutes throughout the state, and UT Extension in every county, make up the great University of Tennessee system. And on every UT campus, new graduates this month are celebrating a milestone as they walk across the stage, shake hands, and collect their diplomas. And each diploma says the University of Tennessee, just like yours do. You are part of a statewide UT system of higher education. You have helped us advance knowledge and fundamentally impact the quality of life throughout this state and beyond. You have done that as students, and in the proud tradition that goes back many decades, you will continue to do that as UT alumni. We are proud of what you've already accomplished, and we look forward to what you will accomplish in the future. Today, no doubt, is the culmination of several years of hard work and dedication. Everyone on this stage, including myself, remembers the sense of relief and the excitement of this moment. Maybe the relief is more than the excitement for some. Whether you remember anything else about this ceremony, you will always remember this day, knowing the milestones you have achieved. We hope you will also remember your alma mater. Spread the word about your experiences here as a student and tell others to attend UTC. We want to educate future generations of great students, which you no doubt are, and to work with them as alumni, which you will soon become. There are a lot of ways to measure the quality of a great university like the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. You can look at the achievements of their faculty, the academic profile of their student body, their graduation rates, their research outcomes that solve problems. But there's one other metric that I really like to use to measure the quality of an institution, and that is the continued engagement of the alumni of the institution in the affairs of the university. I strongly recommend that you do everything you can to be involved with this institution as part of its alumni association and or as an alumnus or alumna, and continue to make this university even greater than it is today. I hope at some point in your lives you feel like you owe the institution a debt you can really never repay. I commend you on your hard work and dedication. I congratulate you on your achievements. And lastly, be well, do good work, and Godspeed. Congratulations.
And now it is my honor to introduce Dr. Stephen Angle, Chancellor at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Dr. Angle assumed his role as Chancellor and the 17th leader of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga on July 1st, 2013. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Angle.
Well, congratulations, graduates. What an incredible group of people who are going to go out and change the world. I salute you. I am honored to be your chancellor and have the opportunity to acknowledge your accomplishments, joining your family, friends, and it is really exciting for all of us to see how many of your family and friends have joined to celebrate with you today your accomplishments. The faculty, the university community, we all salute you. Many of you were freshmen in the fall of 2013, and that was my freshman year as chancellor here at UTC. So in some ways I feel like I'm ready to graduate also, but I'm not leaving. The last 4 years have flown by, and you may be feeling the same way. During your time as a student, you've helped to shape and mold UTC into a better institution than we were prior to your arrival. You've seen changes in your own lives, as well as participated in the evolution of your campus. You've seen Chamberlain Field, which is no longer a pile of mud and weeds, but is a beautiful park that our students can enjoy. You've seen Cardiac Hill move from gravel walkway into a nice stairway landscaped part of our campus, a signature part of the campus with Chamberlain Pavilion. You've seen our new library open and Starbucks along with it. I want to thank our faculty who are serving today as marshals, who have taken the time, dedicate their lives and careers to challenging you, our students, to bring out the best in each and every one of you, to challenge you to do things that you may not know you can do when you come in, but I think you leave feeling empowered, and I am privileged to work with such a dedicated group of educators. It is indeed an honor. I also want to acknowledge our Student Government Association president, who is graduating here today at this ceremony, Ms. Kelsey Weaver. She has done an incredible amount for UTC and for all of our students, as well as being a great student, doing an internship, and all the SGA. Congratulations, Chelsea. Graduates, I wish you great success in the future. Don't be a stranger. Continue to wear your Power C with pride. Come back and visit. Let us know what's going on in your lives. Come back and help future students so that they know what the working world is like and the skill set that they need to have. Before I introduce our speaker today, I want to tell our graduates one thing that I haven't said at any other ceremony, but the opportunity to shake your hands as you exit the stage is the thrill that energizes me for an entire year. The look in your face and your eyes, that bright smile in almost every case, the hope for the future, I can see it in your eyes, and it makes me so hopeful for the future of our society. As you exit the stage today, you'll shake hands with President DiPietro and then myself, and there'll be a photographer there if you want to look at him. But we do have a photographer to capture the handshake. So thank you for what you do, and we'll move on with the introduction of our speaker today, Mr. Albert Woodard. I met Mr. Woodard at a Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce event and thought he needs to tell his story to our students. He's a UTC alum. He led a Business Computer Applications Incorporated into the nation's largest minority-owned software development company prior to selling it 3 years ago. Today, Albert serves as the chairman of the board of directors of KZ Incorporated, one of the country's leading healthcare IT companies. He's a 1974 graduate earning a Bachelor of Science degree in industrial engineering. He spent his entire career devoted to expanding the use of technology in the field of healthcare and public health. He played a key role in developing software and computer systems which are now used worldwide by physicians, clinics, county health department, and correctional facilities. He also helped develop and implement one of the world's first electronic medical records systems and the world's largest telemedicine system outside of the U.S. Department of Defense. He's an innovator, creative, and driven to succeed. He's a Chattanooga native who was recognized as the outstanding alumnus by the UTC School of Engineering, the first person to receive that award during the 10 years preceding his graduation. So he's obtained success very quickly. He was also a member of the UTC chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity and now works with the local chapters to increase involvement and membership. Mr. Woodard also gives back generously to his community. He served on the board of directors of Erlanger Medical Center, Hamilton County Regional Planning Commission, Chamber of Commerce, the Boys Club of America. Under a prior chancellor, he was a member of the UTC Chancellor's Roundtable, the Hamilton County Adopt a School program, and many, many more. Mr. Woodard also holds a MBA from Georgia State University. Please join me in welcoming distinguished UTC alum Albert Woodard.
Sounds like the cues. Thank you, Dr. Angle. I am normally a speaker that free flows, but I got a call from the university a few days ago and said that the interpreters wanted to see my speech, so I had to write a speech. I pulled from about 15 to 16 speeches that I had in my head after I had found out that I was being requested as the keynote speaker today. And so I wrote this speech, and I refined it, and I wrote it again, and I refined it, and I refined it. This speech is written from me to you, the graduating classes, and it is a masterpiece. It is a wonderful speech. And I'm going to read it to you. And you're going to enjoy it. I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Angle for that fine introduction. I am humbled. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Albert Woodard. I am a 1974 graduate of the University of Tennessee School of Engineering and Computer Science. Actually, I'm a 1973 and a half graduate from UTC. I was a little slow, so I graduated a couple semesters late. Not as bad as one of the graduates that I heard that after 40 years finally got his degree today. And I applaud and congratulate him as well. Before I get started, let me congratulate the graduates. This is a major accomplishment and you should be proud and you should celebrate. It is difficult to remain in the education system for 16, 17 years or 18 years and remain focused until you reach the point of receiving a degree. Let me also congratulate the families and friends, because supporting someone through this long, tedious, trying journey is also not easy. But let me assure you that it is worth every second that you have invested. Let me also congratulate the faculty and staff and administration staff for a fine job. Because I know they feel after 4 years or 5 years or 6 years with you, the same way your parents felt when they sent you away from home to send you to school. They feel like that they are losing something that they love and something that they helped raise. So congratulations to you all too, because you have sacrificed so much in order to look out for our future. But let me say that I know why you're here today, and it's not to hear me speak. You're here to receive your degrees, and you greatly deserve it. Therefore, my speech will be short and hopefully sweet, but not too short, but real sweet. Dr. Lou Sullivan, the founder of the Morehouse School of Medicine, once told me that Columbia University in New York City traditionally held their commencement ceremonies outside. One year when the commencement speaker approached the podium, it began to rain. Everyone wondered, what in the world are we going to do now? So the speaker approached the podium and said, "Congratulations, good luck, best wishes, and goodbye." He got a standing ovation. But I'm going to speak a bit longer because you're not outside, you're inside. But I'm going to tell you today, I'm going to tell you why I was really selected to speak to you today. I'm going to also tell you, graduates, what I think of you. And I'm going to tell you what I think that you need to do going forward, and what your responsibilities are, and what you can expect. I really wasn't asked to speak today only because of the good things that had happened to me over the years, some of those things pointed out in the introduction. It was because that on my way over here to speak to you, I was sitting on my mother's shoulder going from one grandmother's house to another one late in the evening when my mother fell, dropping me to the ground and falling next to me. I remember thinking, this woman had dropped me. You see, my mother cursed like a sailor, and she had taught me how to curse like a sailor. But I can't tell you what I said in the sailor's terminology. Not here today. It was my first memory in life. I was 3 years old. I was on my way to speak to you all. My mother got up, she picked me up, put me back on her shoulders, and I've ridden on her shoulders ever since. My mother was a maid, you see, and I took after her. For all my life, I have seen myself as the very best servant in the world. My mission is to serve others. Later, I sat with my grandfather in an outhouse just 50 feet from his house where I was born, and a lot of times where I was raised. He taught me to rub newspaper together to make toilet tissue. And even though the smell of the outhouse was overwhelming and there was wasps up in the corners, and even though in the summer it was too hot, in the winter it was too cold, and we had no bathrooms in the house, I was so happy to be with my grandfather. He had taught his children and his grandchildren so much. What he taught us mostly is to work hard and play hard. From those experiences, I learned early on that the very best place in the world is where I am today. The very best place in the world, graduates, is wherever you are today. Being here with you is better than the lights in Paris, or safaris in Africa, or the technology centers in India or China. There's no better place in the world than sitting here, almost sweating bullets in front of you. I love it. On my way here, I stopped at an all-black elementary school and an all-black middle school where I stayed until we integrated the school systems in Hamilton County in the 1960s. I then went to Ooltewah High School, all white at the time, where I won a science and math awards, was elected by the student body as a student officer, was a four sports letterman, and I got expelled from school in my senior year for fighting. I lost all my academic scholarships and my athletic scholarships. I had no option but to come to UTC. So when I graduated from Ooltewah High School at 17 years old, I caught a ride downtown. I went to McClellan Gym, met a coach, and got a summer job here. That football coach was Coach Weathers, who told me that if I did a good job for him over the summer, he'd help me get into the university. And he would introduce me to the basketball coach. He did that. and I was accepted to the university. I made the basketball team. I majored in engineering and computer science. Then I left the basketball team and joined the engineering co-op program and was hired by IBM, which at the time was the most profitable company in the world. When I graduated from UTC, I went to work full-time for IBM as a software developer. I stayed with them for 4 years, and then I decided to start my own software development company, actually with another classmate. That company became very successful. I later sold that company, and some people believe that if I played my cards right, I would not have to work the rest of my life. But I'm not sure I'm through playing cards. And I'm not sure I'm through gambling. And I sure as heck ain't through living. You see, the reason Dr. Engel asked me to speak with you today is because he recognized that if I could find happiness, if I could live my dreams, if I could become exactly what I wanted to be, considering the circumstances of my journey, you surely can. Now I'd like to tell you what I think of you all. Because I graduated in 1974, so it's a lot of distance. What I think about you all, first of all, is what I hear people say. It's like, what's the matter with them? Are they crazy? Are they committed to anything? Are they stable? Some of them say, will they ever leave home? But this is what I believe. I personally believe that you are part of the greatest generation of all time. I believe that you and other 2007 graduates in other schools are the greatest college graduates that mankind has produced in 500 million years of being here on earth. I believe that you all are the most evolved, the most humane, the best educated, and the best prepared to carry us into the future than any others that have ever come before you. You might even be the best dressed, but that's debatable. I believe that the future of the human race is safe in your hands because I believe that you have the vision, the foresight, the tools to make this world what it should be from a human perspective. I believe that you have the knowledge, the information, and data in your pockets and pocketbooks. You have more of that than any library in the world. And for that information that you don't have in your pockets and your pocketbooks, you can simply reach out into the clouds and get it. And if it's not there, we don't know about it yet. And it's something that we need to work on. When your name is called and you come across this stage and receive your degrees, you will receive a first-class ticket to what I believe is the greatest show on earth. Your degrees are those first-class tickets, and those tickets will allow you to not only watch the show, but it will give you the right and the great privilege to write the scripts, to produce and direct the shows, to play multiple roles. Yes, I said multiple roles. And if you don't like a role, you can simply play another. And if you were to get tired, you can sit out and rest. And even if you don't like your new role, you can always go back and play that other one again. You will have earned the right to sit at the table with the rest of us who have earned degrees and have taken a leadership position to becoming whatever we aspire to be. Your goals may be to have a happy family, to see the world, to teach our children, or share your faith. You might decide to help feed the hungry, help prevent or treat health threats, ensure justice is equally decided, or explore and discover new worlds here or throughout the universe. Regardless of your choices or your goals, You have earned the right to be whatever it is you want to be. My advice to you is pursue happiness. And I see no better way to have happiness than to serve others. While this is a great world that we live in, your help is needed to make it a more perfect world. You see, there are still over 1 billion people that wake up every day and don't have clean water to drink or to bathe in. There are millions of people that are homeless or live in shanty houses, the equivalent of cardboard boxes that totally disappear or completely damage whenever a strong wind or strong rain comes. There are 1 million people starving or malnourished, even today. There are diseases and health threats where we have no means of preventing or curing. And many we could prevent if people were only informed of how to care for themselves. Today, the biggest killer of women is heart disease. It kills more women than any other cancers. Breast cancer, blood cancer. It is the biggest killer, and it can totally be prevented based on your lifestyle. Managing stress, eating well, exercising, things like that. Just the knowledge to manage it. And we live in constant threat of war, and we live in a time of war. And even here in America, we are challenged with too many homeless, malnourished, and poor people who don't have access to affordable houses and affordable health care. Nearly 50 million people in America live below the poverty line. That is our definition of being poor. That means that they can't afford to provide for themselves or for their families. We have the highest rate of incarceration than any place in the world. We have 3 million people in jails or in prisons. And between 30 and 40% of those have mental problems, and they would be better served in hospitals than in prisons. We have a drug problem, clearly. And many drugs that are illegal need to be legal, and many drugs that are legal need to be illegal. Thank you. Our families are changing. 40 years ago, 75% of the people that lived in the families, the children that lived in the families, lived in families that had 2 parents, and it was the parents' first time that they'd ever been married. That number now is down below 40%. And half of those that live in those families that do have 2 parents, half of them parents have been married before. In addition, we have moved for 35% of our population now live in single-family homes. This reconfiguration of the family is a challenge that we must address, because as these changes take place, we are still obligated to make sure that we maintain a high level of family values. And we must make sure that we maintain a high level of family values, otherwise the families will deteriorate. And if our families deteriorate, then our society will deteriorate also. 40 years ago, when I was graduating, I was expected to have 4 jobs in my lifetime. You are expected to have 20 to 22. So as you go to your careers, we expect that you will change jobs basically every 2 or 3 years. Now, what does that say about you? Well, let me tell you what it says to me. What it says to me is that you're not satisfied with the status quo, that you are in pursuit of happiness, and you will continue to be in pursuit of happiness, and that you believe that this can be a better world. And you need to keep on believing that. And organizations and businesses, they have to change. and they have to change to make you happy, and they have to change to make you find that happiness and to make this a better world. I'm coming to the end, y'all. Somebody tell that baby I'll be through in a minute. When I suggest to you that you make yourself happy, I still suggest that you help solve the world problems. If it only means that you vote or that you try your best to raise your families right. I believe that you are obligated to make sure that your actions are seen and that your voices are heard. While you have these rights, I believe that you owe a debt, and I'm not talking about your student loans. And I believe that you are responsible for paying that debt. And I believe that you are alone, with the help of the rest of us, have that responsibility. You should pay that debt by helping to ensure that the next generation and the next graduating classes that come after you are the greatest generation and the greatest graduating classes of all times. Obviously, I could go on and on and on, but I must come to an end. You didn't come here to hear me speak. You came here to get your degrees. Congratulations. Best wishes. Good luck. And God bless you. Amen.
At this time, I would like to congratulate all those graduates who are identified in the commencement program as candidates for Latin Honors. The distinction of Latin Honors is awarded to undergraduate bachelor's degree students based on their cumulative grade point average. Cum laude distinction is awarded to graduates with a minimum GPA of 3.5. Magna cum laude distinction is awarded to graduates with a minimum GPA of 3.7, and summa cum laude distinction is awarded to graduates with a minimum GPA of 3.9. Will the candidates for Latin Honors please stand? Thank you. We would also like to recognize the 3 Think Achieve students graduating this afternoon. Think Achieve graduates earn this recognition by participating in and reflecting upon experiences such as creative activities, internships, research, service, teaching, and connection to the campus and community. These graduates have engaged in hundreds of hours of involvement in the UTC community and the Chattanooga community. In addition, these graduates must write reflective essays describing how the involvement has shaped their lives and enhanced their education. Will the Think Achieve graduates please stand? Additionally, we would like to recognize students graduating from the Honors College. Honors College graduates are receiving degrees in disciplines that span all of the academic colleges. These students have completed additional degree requirements focused on academic excellence, outstanding leadership, and community service. Will Honors College Dean Dr. Linda Frost and those students graduating as Honors College graduates please stand? Thank you. At this time, each of the academic deans will come forward to present the candidates for graduation from their respective colleges. At this time, would Associate Dean Michael Jones please come forward to present candidates for graduation from the College of Business.
Good afternoon. Will the faculty and the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Business please rise? It is my honor to present 187 candidates for undergraduate degrees. Candidates from the College of Business, please remain standing.
At this time, would Dean Valerie Rutledge please come forward to present the candidates for graduation from the College of Health, Education, and Professional Studies.
Good afternoon. Will the faculty and the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Health, Education, and Professional Studies please rise? It is my honor to present 348 candidates for undergraduate degrees. At this time, would the deans and all candidates for undergraduate degrees please remain standing?
I would like to invite Chancellor Engel to join me at the podium at this time. Chancellor Engel, these candidates have met all of the requirements for receipt of their respective degrees and have been duly approved by their deans and faculties.
By virtue of the authority of the state of Tennessee vested in the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee, and by them delegated to me, I take pleasure in conferring upon you the respective degrees for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, honors, and obligations pertaining thereto. Undergraduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left.
You may be seated. Ms. Kelsey Weaver, President of the Student Government Association, will now offer her congratulations.
Class of 2017, it brings me great joy to say you finished. Whether you finished early or took a few victory laps because UTC is such a great place to be, your efforts should be celebrated. Your hard work and long hours have brought you to this momentous day, so congratulations on the papers you wrote and mountains you moved. I have always seen UTC as a place of great opportunity, and I truly think the greatest opportunity I have had here was to be your Student Government Association president. There is no greater honor than representing such a large group of students with a passion for education and a distinct love for UTC. It is that passion, effort, and determination that brought you all here today, but we definitely had some help. On behalf of the class of 2017, I want to recognize those who have held us up along the way. Thank you to the faculty, staff, and administration of our university. You have helped us grow, taught us lessons in and out of the classroom, and made us realize our potential. Thank you to the friends who went with us on this journey, who endured the crying after our very first final and celebrated with us after our last, and all of the late night city cafe runs in between. Lastly, thank you to everyone these graduates consider family, for being our #1 fans and for being here for us today, whether in physical presence or in spirit. The memories I have from the past 4 years here will always hold a special place in my heart, and I can truly say I've had some of my highest highs here and some lows that were a little lower than I'd like to admit. But overall, there is nothing I would change. Every moment here has helped shape me into who I am today, and I truly hope you all feel the same. While I was experiencing some of my lows, this day would be a day I would look to for some comfort, and it's very surreal to be here now. Make sure you take a moment in all of the hectic activities of today to just breathe it in and recognize that you finally made it, because as much as I love UTC and I don't want to leave, it sure does feel good to be up here ready to roll out. We have all learned many life lessons in our time here. Some are simple truths, like always come prepared because you never know what Chattanooga weather will bring, or don't go to the ARC in the month of January because everyone's New Year's resolution is to work out more, but they'll all quit in February. But some of the lessons we have learned hold more weight in our lives, and I hope we will never forget them. Here are a few of those lessons from me. Always treat everyone the way you would treat them on the worst day of their life. You never know when it is. Practice self-care. You can't take care of anyone else if you're not taken care of. Love yourself for who you are. It's okay to love the parts of yourself that others see as flaws. And most importantly, Stand up for what you believe in and be a voice to those who have had theirs taken from them. Anis Moshgani says it best in his spoken word poem, Shake the Dust. He says, "For those of you who are told, speak only when you are spoken to, and then are never spoken to, speak every time you stand so you do not forget yourself." I hope you can take these lessons and the many you have learned into whatever your next adventure may be. I also hope you're ready for this phenomenal transition into the staple part of my graduation speech where I talk about the future. Here's the thing about the future. It's honestly scary. I'm afraid of what the future has to hold for me, and I know that many of you are too. Our entire lives we are told, don't be afraid, or there's nothing to be afraid of. I think we run from fear so often that we forget to use it as a tool. You can let fear be crippling, or you can let it drive you. Instead of intending to live fearlessly to reach your goals, look your fears dead in the eyes and say, watch this. I've probably talked for longer than 3 minutes at this point, so congratulations, class of 2017, and I just have 2 words left to say, weaves out.
It is now my pleasure to call on Mr. Doug Brown, President of the UTC Alumni Board, who has joined us today to welcome you as UTC's newest alumni.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Alumni Board, it's my privilege to welcome you all to the ranks of UTC alumni. Today we are gathered to celebrate your accomplishments. Your hard work and dedication to continuing your education has prepared you not for just a job or another step in your career, but for a journey of lifelong learning. Your education does not end today. It has only just begun. As you leave UTC and set out to face new challenges in the days, weeks, and years ahead, remember that UTC Alumni Board and Office of Alumni Affairs are here to support you. Please stay engaged with your alma mater. For those of you who would like a memento of this special day, Gold Council, graduates of the last decade, have prepared a DVD of today's service. You can purchase this through the UTC bookstore. You spent several years working hard to earn your opportunity to walk across this stage to receive your degree. You have moved your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left side to signify your accomplishments and your change in status from students to alumni. We shall achieve is the motto of our university. Class of 2017, you have achieved a great milestone by your graduation here today. On behalf of the UTC Alumni Board, I wish you every success. Congratulations to our newest alums, and go Mocs.
Would Dr. Engel, Dr. DiPietro, the deans, and the marshals please take their positions?
Ladies and gentlemen, to be respectful of all graduates, please hold all your applause until the end. Will recipients of undergraduate degrees please rise and come forward as directed by the marshals? Ready? The following graduates are receiving their bachelor's degrees from the College of Business. Brita Siobhan Adams.
The following graduates are receiving their bachelor's degrees from the College of Health, Education, and Professional Studies.
Rami Aldakala.
Yasmin Aisha Abizad.
Sarah Elizabeth Anderson.
Kinsey Nicole Adams, elected to Alpha Society.
Kara Leanne Arwood.
Soraiti Z. Ahmed.
Jennifer Nicole Barnes.
Ashley Diane Allen.
Marilee Ellison Bellamy.
Emery Elizabeth Allen.
Lindsay M. Bertram.
Kayla R. Allen.
David Patrick Biancofiore, Jr.
Kelly Ann Allen.
Brian Talbot Beerley.
Anna K. Amari.
Austin Carr Boaz.
Will Edward Amos.
Lily Marissa Bolt.
Natasha Crowder Anderson.
Brett Houston Boone.
Michaela Jordan Arend.
Corey Haley Bowers.
Christine A. Asamoda.
Kristen Hope Boyd.
Anna Kate Ashworth.
Spencer James Bradbury.
Charles David Baker.
Lauren Ashley Jacqueline Brooks.
Tyler F. Baker.
Alexander Sokolov Brown.
Jordan Michelle Barkley.
Sarah Louise Brown.
Emma Kathleen Barnes.
Gavin R. Bridges.
Kelsey Elizabeth Batts.
Clark Nicholas Bridgman.
Lisa Ann Beeching.
Dylan W. Bryn.
Lauren Elizabeth Bailing.
Allison Gail Bruce.
Chesney Nicole Bell.
Laura Elizabeth Bush.
Suzette Francis Bell.
Miranda R. Kamen.
Emily Faith Benoit.
Christopher Ryan Cannon.
McKinley Claire Blackie.
Allison Nicole Carroll.
Lauren Ashley Blackman.
Latoya Andrea Carter.
Michael Tanner Blair.
Randy B. Chaffee.
Bailey L. Bishop.
Michelle Lynn Chartrand.
Hannah Lynn Bogner.
Caitlin Grace Chavez.
Morgan E. Bonds.
Lisette Marie Chavez.
Caitlin A. Bossard.
Jung Hoon Cho.
Casey Michelle Bomer.
Brandon E. Christopher.
Andrew Isaiah Brace.
Kelly Jean Clausel.
Alyssa Taylor Bragg.
Amanda Elizabeth Connor.
John Robert Bratton.
Stroud Cowart.
Cristian Roberto de Dios Brizuela.
Nathan Armstrong Craig.
Bradley Dakota Brock.
Dakota Dixon Crossland.
Marvell Dorcier LeCant Brooks.
Yasmarie Kubalet.
Michael Tyler Brooks.
Abigail Miller Dallery.
Jadalyn A. Brown.
Thomas A. Dance III.
James Calvin Brown.
Jacqueline Marie Dawkins.
Julie Scott Brown.
Adele Del Guzman.
Monica L. Brown.
Brian Stewart DeLapp.
Rachel Reed Buchanan.
Taylor Mackenzie Dennis.
Charles Albert Buchanany.
Ira Clay Dent Jr.
Grace Elizabeth Buford.
Hunter M. Denton.
Rakaya Lene Burtz.
Cecily Nicole Dickens.
Veronica Danielle Butler.
Kevin N. Domchowski.
Megan Renee Butts.
Bo A. Duquesne.
Brooke R. Cadieu.
Andrew Gabriel Duncan.
Dylan Thomas Caffrey.
Matthew C. Eanes.
Alexandria B. Caldwell.
Nicholas Timothy Russell Elliott.
Hannah Lee Calicut.
Lucas Alton Farmer.
Zachary Kane Campbell.
Christian Diane Farabee.
Joshua Gerard Cardiello.
Timothy S. Fickus.
Brittany Nicole Carson.
Matthew Allen Ford.
Melanie Elizabeth Carter.
Shelby Montgomery Forrest.
Carrie Michelle Catchings.
Shelby M. Forshee.
Lacey Marie Chadwick.
Devonjay Montclair Franklin Smith.
Kelsey Ann Chambers.
Jacob Aaron Freeland.
Hannah Shea Shamblin.
Rachel E. Fuller.
Ansley Elizabeth Chilton.
Taylor S. Gaines.
Hannah Lee Clancy.
Tyler Jarrett Garner.
McKinley Ray Clark.
Camille Gentry.
Sydney Nicole Cleveland.
Andrew Connor Gladden.
Hayden Raymond Klish.
Evan Robert Benjamin Goldberg.
Paige L. Cobble.
Gina Kinsavath Green.
Abby A. Cook.
Caitlin E. Green.
Jessica Lynn Conklin.
Caleb Ayers Gregory.
Brandon J. Cooper.
Monica Claire Griffin.
Carrie Susan Cooper.
Eric Devin Grimes II.
Patrick Andrew Cooper.
James Joseph Garino.
Victoria Faith Cooper.
Kelsey Marta Guess.
Caitlin Marie Cooper.
Logan Parks Hall.
Audrey Lee Covington.
Jenna Elaine Hardy.
David Cortad.
Grayson Reed Hargett.
Nathaniel Todd Cunningham.
Anna Lee Harper.
Michaela R. Crafton.
The following graduates are receiving their bachelor's degree from the College of Health, Education, and Professional Studies. Caitlin Elizabeth Harris.
Caroline Kathleen Ann Craig.
Mason Douglas Hayes.
Derek Donald Crane.
The following graduates are receiving their bachelor's degree from the College of Business. Rachel Elise Hellowell.
Elena Ruth Cross.
Ethan Creed Henderson.
Emily C. Crutcher.
William Cody Hennegar.
Rakenia Cunningham.
Morgan Alexa Henson.
Adrienne Marie Dagan.
John Maxwell Herr.
Brittany Mashana Davis.
Colton Brian Hobbs.
Samara Deanna Davis.
Kelsey Lynn Hoffman.
Samuel Chase Day.
Cody Loretta Holloway.
William R. Deakins.
Alexander Boyd Hooper.
Hosanna Debusai.
Lisa Nicole Martha Ide.
Ellen C. DiCarlo.
Trevor Allen Jack Minowitz.
Morgan E. Delk.
Summer Elise Jensen.
Cherie Denise.
Dylan Case Johnson.
Sydney Deviney.
Kaylin Michael Johnson.
Brandy Nicole DeVore.
Dylan S. Johnston.
Jared T. Dick.
Victoria Maria Carnock.
Abigail L. Dobson, elected to Alpha Society.
Michaela Elizabeth Keene.
Kaylee Elizabeth Donahue.
Abby M. Kennard.
Eve Lorraine Donnelly.
Alicia Melanie Kubik.
Shannon Colleen Donnelly.
Zachary G. Lampkin.
Kendall Lynn Dossett.
Cole A. Landers.
Miranda K. Downing, elected to Alpha Society.
Christina Nicole Landreth.
Emery Lee Dunn.
Daniel Bernard Lotto.
Danny Drapeza.
Hannah Joy Lane.
Maisie Dufresne.
Andrew S. Ledbetter.
Danielle P. Dupree.
Jesse Colton Lempicki.
William R. Durham.
Alyssa Nicole Lonick.
Caroline Rose Durgee.
Jennifer Lee Lopez.
Casey Danielle Eccles.
Denril Luna.
Leah E. Eddy.
Cameron Michael Lusk.
Michael B. Edens.
Hannah Lynn Markey.
Hannah G. Ellis.
Dylan Tucker Martin.
Marley Ellen Ely.
James Brian Martin III.
Taylor Shea Engel.
Matthew Austin May.
Joshua Dockstader Farmer, elected to Alpha Society.
Tyler J. Mazrimis.
Ashton Darnell Ferris.
Madison Anessa McLemore.
Caitlin Rose Feldman.
Brittany Morgan Michael Norris.
Javonda Dominique Foster.
Haley Nicole Miller.
Keista Trites Foster.
Lara Suzanne Mims.
McKenna Catherine Forrester.
Erin Alyssa Mitchell.
Jai Nakia Foreman, elected to Alpha Society.
Michaela M. Munzie.
Christopher Gage Frady.
Jonathan A. Moore.
Reagan Sammy Frazier.
Robert Edward Moore, Jr.
Julia Catherine Gammon.
William Harlan Matthew Moore.
Kaylee R. Gardner.
Jesse C. Mullenix.
Eva Whitney Gibson.
Heather Natasha Murray.
Samuel James Gibson, Distinguished Military Graduate, Commissioned Second Lieutenant, United States Army.
Thomas McLean Myers.
Quenisha Ariana Gilbert.
Matthew Harold Naser.
Carson Lane Gilliam.
Taylor Nichols Needles.
Courtney Brooke Gibson.
Brianna Michelle Newman.
Bailey Marie Godfrey.
Caleb Taylor Norris.
Erica Nicole Goodman.
Chad Odom Jr.
Ian Michael Goodman.
Nicholas J. Offenbach.
Caitlin Elise Goudsword.
Zachary Ryan Patton.
Dexter Allen Gauger.
Edith Perez.
Carrie Ann Combs Granado.
Karina Perez.
Kelsey P. Grant.
Alexis Danielle Perry.
Callie Gregory.
Dexter A. Peterson.
Anastasia M. Grider.
Andrene Lynn Phillips.
Marissa Guaneri.
Annette Elizabeth Philpott.
Thomas Guaneri.
Allison Pavelchik Platsko.
Alexander Todd Guthrie.
Dakota Caitlin Poff.
Carlin Christine Halfley.
Oscar S. Prado.
Corey Joan Hahn.
Logan Dakota Politza.
Candace Joy Haley.
Amy Rebecca Rydell.
Bailey Rachel Hall.
Garrett M. Rhines.
Jesse Alexandra Hall.
Braxton Aubrey Reese.
Casey Lorraine Hale, elected to Alpha Society.
Rachel Grace Reifinger.
Taylor Nicole Hamilton.
Jeffrey Peter Reel.
Alexandra Lynn Hanson, elected to Alpha Society.
Tyler Patrick Robertson.
Whitney Elizabeth Harden.
Joseph Douglas Roselle.
Zachary Taylor Harrison.
Mary Spivey Saborin.
Amanda Nicole Healy.
Criselda Santiago.
Courtney R. Heemseth.
Megan Elizabeth Souter.
Kaylee Isabel Henderson.
Henley R. Shrimp.
Beth Ann Lee Hendricks.
Jacob Michael Scott.
Garrett S. Henson Hink.
Jonah Stephen Scott.
Logan Alexander Herring.
Teva Jade Seal.
Dylan Gavin Higgins.
Derek R. Settles.
Megan Elizabeth Higgins.
Courtney Kathy Sharp.
Brittany Renee Hill.
Kayla Renee Skiles.
Savannah Rose Hill.
Sydney Renee Smart.
Devin Nicole Hinch.
Evan Hampton Smith.
Alexandria Danielle Holt.
Mary Elizabeth Smith.
Fallon Amber Holt.
Olivia C. Stillwell.
John David Edward Hood.
Taylor William Stitt.
Rachel Kathleen Howard.
James W. Stone III.
Morgan Taylor Howell.
Alex Paul Stone.
Sean Nicholas Hubbard.
Benjamin David Stone.
Carly Justine Hunley.
Melissa Strozak.
British A. Hunt.
William Lee Swanger.
Sarah Elizabeth Hurt.
Elizabeth Nicole Sweat.
Morgan Bailey Imler.
Leah Marie Siraki.
Alexandria Chloe Jane Ingram.
Angela Marie Tallarico.
Natalie Claire Irwin.
Annie Laura Tarver.
Jared A. Eisen.
Emily Jane Taylor.
Kimberly Ann Jameson.
Anna Magdalena Tseku.
Dominic Gerald Januski.
Stuart Davis Thomas.
Brittany Marliana Jenkins.
Kylie Brooke Thompson.
Alyssa Hope Johnson.
Jalen L. Thompson.
Jihan Johnson.
Eric Michael Tanner.
Corey Nicole Johnson.
Madison Elizabeth Turner.
Deborah Samantha Johnson.
Blake Ryan Tutton.
Mark W. Johnson.
Marcus James Vasilevsky.
Trent Allen Johnson.
Benjamin Collins Vederick.
Abigail M. Jones.
William Joseph Viveros.
Caleb Wayne Jones.
Corey Wallen.
Erin Nicole Jones.
Reed Kendall Ward.
Brandon Ryan Jordan.
Kelsey Lynn Weaver.
Hannah Kelsey Jordan.
Christy Lynn Weezer.
Chelsea June Keith.
Nicholas Myron Wilson.
Lauren Elizabeth Kirby.
Gregory Ryan Whitaker.
David T. Knox.
William Taylor White.
David R. Kulikov.
Maggie Kane Winham.
Joy Kraus.
Alicia Cherie Williams.
Kimisha C. Ladner.
Nicholas William Zoenis.
Taylor Drew Lemunyon.
Rachel Paige Yeager.
Montel Renee Lavelanet.
Brooke Kaylin Youngblood.
Abigail Ann Lawrence.
The following graduates are receiving their bachelor's degree from the College of Health, Education, and Professional Studies. George Alexander Phelps.
Lakaya Lynn Lee.
Emily Kathleen Phillips.
Jesse Luke Lejan.
Kevin Peyton Phillips.
Ashley Carson Leopard.
Jessica K. Poe.
Jonathan C. Lewis.
Ethan Joseph Poteet.
Hannah C. Lillibridge.
Gregory Pryor Jr.
Christine Diane Lisco.
Stephanie Lynn Qualis.
Katie Elizabeth Lindsay.
Leslie Annette Quigg.
Natalie Gabriella Ling.
Haley Winter Redmond.
Alexis Elizabeth Loudenslager.
Peyton Olivia Reed.
Tiffany M. Love.
Madison Ann Reed.
Tanner E. Lowry, elected to Alpha Society.
Alexa Wynn Risha.
Emily Jennings Lucas.
Jacob Dylan Rivas.
Megan Patricia Lurdy.
Blakely McKay Riddle.
Victoria Ann Moffitt.
Holly R. Robinson.
Giovanni C. Major.
Jamisha Chantel Robinson.
Kamisha Antoinette Mallory.
Liana Lees Rodericks.
Jessica Ann Maribel.
Chandler Brooke Rogers.
Danielle Ray Marking.
And Melanie Grace Rush.
Christina Marie Martin. Rosalind Yvonne Mason.
Jacqueline Nicole Rustum.
Parker Tate Masterson.
Abigail Ann Ryan.
Mackenzie Nicole Mays.
Alexandria Elizabeth Savage.
William Edgar Mayo III.
Melanie Ray Schaefer.
William Jordan McAfee.
Hunter Scott Montgomery Scoons.
Kelly Catherine McCabe.
Victoria Catherine Scott.
Molly Elizabeth McCarthy.
Dylan Jamie Scher.
Peyton Leanne McCullum.
Frank L. Shepard.
Hannah Elizabeth McCoy.
Ellen Elizabeth Sheriff.
Alexandra Holland McLemore.
Casey Alyssa Sherrill.
Graham S. McCanns.
Jamie Nicole Shoulders.
Sarah Ashley McNabb.
McKenna Renee Smith.
David Richard Mead.
Allison Kaylee Schultz.
Rachel Hannah Medley.
Ashley M. Simmons.
Chelsea Brianne Miles.
Trent Eugene Sitzler.
Allison D. Miller.
Carrie Lane Sibley.
Patricia Suzanne Miller.
Ashley Erin Smith.
James Robert Miller III.
Christopher Ray Smith.
Harley Marie Milligan.
Matthew S. Summers.
Jasmine Edith Nicole Millsaps.
Kadia Ivy Spraker.
Peyton Edward Mitchell.
Sky Arion Spraker.
Kara Lynn Moeller.
Stephanie Renee Spray.
Jaleesa Artia Monroe.
Heidi Joe Stabler.
Allison Michelle Moon.
William Drew Stedman.
Emily Kate Moreland.
Whitney Denise Stedman.
Reagan Lynn Maurice.
Haley Kathleen Sudbury.
Brenda G. Morris.
Ashley Amani Sanders.
Carly Marie Morris.
Caitlin Elizabeth Richardson.
Essence Sade Mosley.
Jesslyn Michelle Stockard.
Michael A. Moss.
Mackenzie Brianne Tate.
Samuel A. Mulaney.
Elise Nicole Taylor.
Samantha Nicole Murphy.
Suzanne Elisa Taylor.
Jessica Morrell.
Madison J. Teams.
Hannah Marie Norman.
Kelsey Elizabeth Thomas.
Brooke Elizabeth O'Bannon.
Emily K. Thompson.
Haley Marie O'Connor.
Logan R. Thompson.
Jessica Page Odom.
Casey A. Tinker.
Caleb Jesse Olive.
Hunter Cole Townsend, elected to Alpha Society.
Sarah Rachel O'Rear.
Allison Marie Trapp.
Sydney T. Orr.
Destiny C. Triplett.
Kaylee Grace O'Shoney.
Neely Elizabeth Van Frank.
John Martin Osborne Jr.
Allison Nicole Varga.
Kadra Ford Pace.
Olga Patricia Vasquez.
Jasmine Shawnee Patton.
Javarius D. Virgin.
Emily Ruth Patrick.
Abby Renee Waldron.
Jordan Riley Payne.
Ashley Megan Walker.
Marlia Nicole Payne.
Jillian Nichelle Walker.
Rachel Marie Pelicano, elected to Alpha Society.
Olivia Jean Wagstaff.
Haley L. Pennington.
Gary Eugene Ward.
Alyssa Leslie Peternell.
Rebecca Lee Ward. Alexa K. Warmus. James David Warrington. Marion Shelton Wayland. Rebecca Grace Webb. Lindsay Paige Wheeler. Sevian Danjazia Whitaker. Emily Ann Whitlock. Tyler R. Whitworth. Amanda Christine Wilk. Jeremy Dale Wilcox. Joshua B. Wilcox. Ivany M. Wiley. Alexandria Kyle Wilgaday. Madison Jade Williams. Olivia Lorene Williams. Pamela Yvette Williams. Randy Lynn Williams Jr. Kayla Elizabeth Wilson. Skylar D. Winkler. Alexis Monique Woodard. Kristen D. Woods. Taylor Lynn Woods. Kimberly Dawn Wooten. Dustin Sean Wright. And Faith Elizabeth York.
I would like to take this opportunity to once again thank all of the marshals under the direction of Dr. Charlene Simmons, who assisted in today's programs. We also want to acknowledge the assistance of members of the Chancellor's Ambassadors and all the staff who work behind the scenes to help produce commencement. If they would all please stand and accept our applause for their service this afternoon. And now I invite you to stand and join in the singing of the Alma Mater, led by students Jessica Adams, Sarah Rivnak, Jerron Burney, Nathan Schwark, under the direction of Dr. Kevin Ford. And please remain standing for the recessional led by the City of Chattanooga Pipes and Drums.